Hello, today I will read Joshua chapter 18. Chapter 17 it was about having courage and about thinking as not just personal, independent, but as a community too. And if you look like that, with the unity, you can defeat the enemies. It's not you that you and all the enemies you're the fighting with you and all the enemies, but with you are the others, and you're not alone. And you must think something like that. I mean, even if in a fight, in a problem, don't see just yourself and the enemy and how strong is the enemy and how weak you are, but look at the God and look at how strong He is, and if He is with you, what can stop Him? The creator of the universe. And yeah, okay, now let's continue with the chapter 18 to see what's next. The whole assembly of the Israelites gathered at Shiloh and set up the tent of meeting there. The country was brought under their control, but there were still 7 Israelite tribes who had not yet received their inheritance. Wow. So Joshua said to the Israelites, "How long will you wait before you begin to take possession of the land that the Lord, the God of your fathers, has given you? Appoint 3 men from each tribe. I will send them out to make a survey of the land and to write a description on it, according to the inheritance of each. Then they will return to me. You are to divide the land into 7 parts. Judah is to remain in its territory on the south, and the house of Joseph in its territory on the north. After you have written descriptions of the 7 parts of the land, bring them here to me, and I will cast lots for you in the presence of the Lord our God. The Levites, however, do not get a portion among you, because the priestly service of the Lord is their inheritance. And Gad, Reuben, and the half-tribe of Manasseh have already received their inheritance on the east side of the Jordan. Moses, the servant of the Lord, gave it to them." As the men started on their way to map out the land, Joshua instructed them, "Go and make a survey of the land and write a description of it. Then return to me, and I will cast lots for you here at Shiloh in the presence of the Lord." So the men left and went through the land. They wrote its description on a scroll, town by town, in 7 parts, and returned to Joshua in the camp at Shiloh. Joshua then cast lots for them in Shiloh in the presence of the Lord, and there he distributed the land of the Israelites according to their tribal divisions. The lot came up for the tribe of Benjamin, clan by clan. Their allotted territory lay between Benjamin. Benjamin is one of my name too, and the name of my father too. The lot came up for the tribe of Benjamin, clan by clan. Their allotted territory lay between the tribes of Judah and Joseph. On the north side, their boundary began at the Jordan, past the northern slope, of Jericho, and headed west in the hill country, coming at the desert of Bet Aven. From there it crossed to the south slope of Luz. That is Bethel. And went down to Ataroth Adar, on the hill south of Lower Bet Horon. From the hill facing Bet Horon on the south of the boundary, turned south along the western side and came out at Kiryat Baal. I don't like Kiryat Baal. I don't know what that means, Kiryat Baal. That is Kiryat Yarim. A town of the people of Judah. This was the western side. The southern side began at the outskirts of Kiryat Yarim on the west, and the boundary came out at the spring of the waters of Nephtoah. The boundary went down to the foot of the hill facing the valley of Bet Hinnom. North of the valley of Rephaim. It continued down the Hinnom Valley along the southern slope of the Jebusites city, and so to En-Rogel. It then curved north, went to En-Shemesh, continued to Gelilot, which faces the pass of Adumim, and ran down to the stone of Bohan, son of Reuben. It continued to the northern slope of but here of Bet Araba, and on down in the Araba. It then went to the northern slope of Bet Hogla and came out at the northern bay of the Salt Sea, at the mount of the Jordan in the south. This was the southern boundary. The Jordan formed the boundary on the eastern side These were the boundaries that marked out the inheritance of the clans of Benjamin on all sides. The tribe of Benjamin, clan by clan, had the following cities: Jericho, Bet Hogla, Emek Keziz, Bet Araba, Zemaraim, Betel, Avim, Parah, Oprah, Kefar Ammoni, Ofni, Geba, and Geba. 12 towns and their villages: Gibeon, Ramah, Beerot, Mitzpah, Kephira, Mozach, Rekem, Irpel, Taralach, Zelach, Halep, the Jebusite city that is Jerusalem, Gibeah, and Kiryat. 14 towns and their villages. This was the inheritance of Benjamin for its clans. Yeah, it's about a map again, and yeah, that was the chapter. May the God bless me, protect me, and enlighten me in the next chapter too. And if you want to listen me there too. God bless you all, and goodbye.